What's up, friends, travelers, Romans, countrymen? This is from Tom Bihn. It is a new travel bag. It is the Techonaut. This is the 30-liter version. It is also available in a 45-liter version. Okay, couple defining features of this bag. Main compartment is really what you're looking at here. There's a couple little pockets on the side, a longer water bottle pocket here, a medium pocket down here, and then a laptop pocket on the back. I'm gonna walk you through each of those. Right now, this is packed out with like a weekend trip. Okay, my wife's packed this out because she was the one I originally had involved in the Aeronaut review, and some of you have asked, let's hear from your wife again. So this is packed with her stuff. You're gonna hear from her in just a minute. I just want to speak to the size of this 30-liter one. This is very daily carryable, right? When you get to where you're going, this is smaller than the 45-liter by about 15 liters if you're doing math. It is a tighter travel size, perfect weekender size, for example. And then when you get there, you actually do have, this is not too massive for carrying in a daily carry capacity. So that's kind of nice. Another one for that list of almost hybrid bags that you can use as a daily carry bag when you get there. Now, this back panel is very comfortable. All right, they're doing this thing where you've got these ridges. Can you see these ridges? It's like a little nubbin that comes out like that, providing some really good air pass-through on this mesh down here. Then we're using their edgeless straps, which feel really cozy and comfortable. They really do. They're nice. I almost want to say it's like a groundbreaking step in backpack technology. I just like these edgeless straps. You felt something like this before, maybe, if you felt lots of techie bag like a Arc'teryx or people that get very technical with their bags. But this is a really nice, comfortable strap. You're not going to have complaints on the strap with a nice contour and stuff. Now, they do have a frame that you can put in the back. They say in their testing, it hasn't really mattered that much. I'm not using their hip straps, which this came with. I don't like these hip straps. They're really small and narrow, and they don't feel very comfortable. They make others that you might be able to attach that have a fatter sort of thing. But for a bag at the 30-liter size, I probably wouldn't. 45 liters, I might, because it's gonna be a bit heavier. Laptop compartment, nice like subtle curve right here, which gets you going. Here's my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Fits perfectly. On the 45-liter, you're basically going to be able to fit any kind of laptop you want. With I probably have 3.5 inches here on top of my 16-inch MacBook Pro. It is suspended off the bottom of the bag, so my finger's probably right there, okay? So that's nice protection there. You don't have a rigid frame in here. You could put one in, but they're saying you don't really need to. On the 30, I'm not sure that I would need to. On the 45, again, I might, especially if I'm using hip straps. Now, this features a very organic and distinct design. You'll see that on the top here. They got real Tom Bihn with it, and it actually it's inspiring. This is an homage to the Aeronaut, which apparently, my hunch is they were like, how do we make the Aeronaut with a laptop compartment? And one of the things you need is you want some quick access. Well, look at this. We've got two up here. One that goes sideways across the top, and then one right here, which goes down maybe about 6 inches, 8 inches maybe. You can see my hand is going into there, all right? Those are my two new quick access pockets. Small, like, you know, this is the one that you actually have quite a bit of space. If you have packed in a bunch of stuff in here, these are gonna get tight, right? This isn't providing material and capacity on top of your inner compartment. It's just smushed in with the same external sort of boundaries right here. Then you have this nice handle on this side. Look at this thing. This is fatty but batty. This is huge. And you've got, again, that edgeless technology. It feels pretty good. The handle, like, collapses in your hand. You kind of want to squeeze around it, get your fingers around it all the way. It's sort of a interesting, maybe have it come like this. It's not It feels nice and cushy, but it also, I would probably prefer it to be half that size. I'm getting fussy, but that's like what you pay me for, right? Okay, here's the top. On this side, you have a big side pocket, right? Water bottle pocket goes all the way down. There's a 24-ounce Hydro Flask. Goes all the way in. Okay, if you're really packed out in here, you're gonna feel a tighter squeeze on that stuff. But ultimately, I like that, you know, even if this is upside down, it doesn't come out very easily when there's just a little bit of pressure there. And then finally, this bottom pocket here, which is a nice medium-sized pocket that's at the bottom of your bag, so whatever's in there is gonna be smushed down on. Perfect thing for shoes. That's what my wife has put in here, shoes. And this panel here, if you look inside the main compartment, there is a zipper there where you can effectively tether this thing down and back, so it keeps its volume as coherently as possible. It tries to not allow whatever's in the top main compartment to smush down onto this, giving you some more space. Or you can unzip that and then put all of the compartment, fill all of this space with your main compartment. You can see we can push this down and fill this place up even more. Size on this thing is like, here's a Gravel Max, a really big toiletry kit. I just did the video on this. That fits in this compartment. So giving you a sense of the volume of this compartment down here on the bottom. An innovative, you don't see that kind of thing often. I think most people, like my wife did, are gonna wanna use it for shoes. So you have a separate compartment for your shoes. Minimal travel. Number one trick, I know this isn't always doable, is having one pair of shoes that you can do all your stuff with, you know? But oftentimes most of us will have like a street shoe or like a live-in shoe and then some sort of exercise or a workout shoe. This will fit your pair of like running shoes, even maximalist running shoes in here. And then you have this horseshoe zip that opens the main compartment here. You do have a little meshy in this beaver paddle that you can zip up. Here's how my wife has this thing packed out. Speaking of which, let me introduce you to my wife.
I was eating toast, so I had to finish eating my toast. Where am I looking?
Okay, so at that camera there. Hold on, let me put this down. Okay.
It's very comfortable. I mean, I once I adjusted these straps, I felt like I could get a good like placement on my back.
Okay.
I don't have it packed out super heavy, but that wouldn't be the idea.
Okay, so like comfort-wise, you're like anything. Is there anything that's like bells or whistles about it, or is it just like a standard backpack?
No, it feels pretty standard.
Now, something that's very important about this bag is we have this like medium-sized pocket down here, main compartment here, and then two different small compartments here on the top, and then your water bottle pocket. Let's get this out of here first. Any thoughts on the water bottle pocket?
It's probably not my favorite water bottle pocket. It wasn't that easy to slip this in and out. I felt like I could not do it one-handed. If I was at the airport,
keep going. If you were at the airport?
If I was at the airport and like trying to, you know, mess with a kid and that. And
but it's nice that it's so deep. This is your 24-ounce Hydro Flask, and it could zip closed if you wanted.
It could zip closed.
But you don't need to. I mean, even when it's upside down, that thing's having a hard time come out because it's pushed against the contents of the bag.
Yeah, I mean, it works fine. It just isn't like, I have used water bottle holders where it's like, you can just, it's like trusty steed, and this is not quite trusty steed level. This little pocket on the top, I have like my phone and my passport in there. Mm-hmm. That's really easy. I like that it's just, you know, that it's like vertical or whatever, horizontal.
Mm-hmm. What about this side one?
I don't actually have anything in there.
Nothing in there?
I don't know what I would put in there.
It can be a little challenging to get into when the way, like I can feel your contents in there. Yeah. What about down here? What'd you do down here?
So I have shoes down here, and I love that. That felt really easy and great. I could fit another pair of shoes in there if I wanted. I just have one.
Another small pair?
Another small pair.
Some flats.
But some flats. And that feels great because I hate putting shoes in the main compartment of a bag. I love the zippers on this bag. Yeah. They're so
big, chunky YKK number 10, and they do not have a water seal on the back because I'm not sure how much you really need that, and that makes it move so much smoother for your typical Tom Bihn zippers. I love that you noticed that because it like, what is the feeling? Like, why do you like it? What?
I don't know. It's just like you know that you're not gonna need to like you can just do it with one hand. That's like what I'm looking for on the water bottle holder is like,
be able to one-hand it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for the. So then the main compartment.
Locking zips on this one, which is kind of nice in case you want to lock it.
I don't even know what that means. I don't lock my house or my car, so I don't know how to lock my bag.
Okay.
I have locks on my cold storage wallets. This is just clothes.
Okay.
And I have like a little packing cube for sundries. This is the toiletry bag. This is just
sundries.
And then I have, 2 pairs of pants and maybe 4 shirts.
Okay, thoughts on the size of this bag? This is the 30-liter bag. It also comes in a 45-liter or a 40-liter bag.
For a weekend trip, it feels great. It feels like I can get everything that I need in here. There was more capacity than what I put in it, but I was looking to like not max it out. I liked just how like easy and open it is. Some of the bags that we have tried, it's like the sides are collapsing and you're like holding it open to pack it, and this was just like stayed open, threw it in, knew that I could like move things out to make more room, but the bulk of it is just open. I didn't put anything in there, but that actually I probably would. That's probably where I'd put like oils.
Okay, just oils.
Probably like my ceremonial accoutrement would go in here.
Got it. In the beaver tail.
Yes.
Thoughts on just general as you've moved around, you've been wearing it for a while, you've moved it around. Handles.
Yeah, and then there's a laptop.
Okay, you've got that laptop in
the
here.
Back.
This side.
Here. I could easily fit a couple books in there or like a notebook or something as well.
You totally could.
Once like right now it feels empty, but when all of this stuff is in there, this was pretty snug, but it still slid right in. I didn't have any problems.
Okay. Thoughts on handles or anything like that?
I really like this handle because this is just super great for when you get through security and you're not putting it back on yet. Yeah, and you're just grabbing it, but like the imbalance of grabbing a bag from one side always feels a little
by the shoulder straps.
Yeah. One more thing, it's like on the masculine side for my aesthetic taste.
Well, they have a million different colors and stuff like that. I think that you would be able to get a little more to your direction is my hunch, and how masculine of me just to squash all over what you were about to say.
Yeah. And tell me that I would like something that you don't know if I would like.
So, to that point, when you say it's a little masculine, anything else you want to say about that?
No, I mean it's both the color and a little bit the shape, and I don't mind that. I've used mostly the bags that you've brought home over the years, and it's fine. I'll just say one more thing. I am comfortable in my masculinity. This bag, I actually like the design of this more than the other Tom Bihn bags. That's always been the thing with Tom Bihn, is that they're so functional, they're so easy to use, they're so quality, but they've always felt a little bit on the dad bag.
Not the most sort of hoity-toity fancy.
Not the most concerned with what this bag's appearance says about me.
Right. Yeah. Which I would say is a good note on Tom Bihn's brand in general. They're for sure function over fashion by a long shot.
Totally. And I've always used their bags regardless.
Because
I love their bags.
Functionally they actually work really well.
I'm when it comes to a bag, I'm going to choose function over fashion, but there's a lot of categories in my life where I would struggle with that relationship.
Right. Like as a daily bag, you wouldn't necessarily want that, but when you're traveling overseas for 9 months, it's like...
Or when I'm throwing a bunch of kids' stuff into a bag to take to the beach, I don't really care what that bag looks like.
Okay, thanks, Mellisa Reeves.
Bye.
Okay, let's talk about comparisons here. This is a very exciting bag for me. It's a new bag to add to my list at matterful.co/travel. Make sure you check out that list. I have some things segmented by like hybrid bags, which you can use as both daily carry and travel. This 30-liter fits on that list because it is sized possibility for daily carry. And the 45-liter is just a straight-up travel bag. You're going to be able to fit a lot of stuff. Another thing, just like final thought on this, $360 for the 30-liter, $370 for the 45-liter. That's pre-order prices. They're shipping in like another few months. I'm not sure if that price will go up from there, possibly. The thing is that's kind of spendy for a lot of people. I think that feels spendy. You can get lots of stuff for cheaper. I have lots of stuff on matterful.co/travel that is cheaper, for example. One of the good things to note, though, in the context of that price is this is all like American-made badassery. You're going to have bitchin' warranty, you're going to have bitchin' service and repair on this stuff if anything ever happens, but the materials that they're using are really well known to this company. They've been using them for years, and you're not going to have a problem when you're out and about and something breaks on this bag. It's like a high likelihood that that is not going to happen to you. So that's where some of your money goes in this thing, is really, really distinct design, thoughtfulness, and then excellent durability. Just excellent durability. And like I said, on these straps, you're going to get that comfort. So, you know, I know $360 is like a lot for some people to spend on a travel bag. Not if you amortize that over the course of the next decade where you will be using that, right? And compare that to buying some cheaper bags that you feel like switching out of over time because you don't have as much of a personal connection to them, or because they simply break because you bought it on Amazon. Kind of hybrid travel in this 30, doable as a big daily carry bag in this 30 liter. 45 is a bigger travel bag. What do I compare this to? Well, this came from the Aeronaut, so that's a possible comparison. I'm not going to do that. This is nothing like the Aeronaut. This is nothing like the Aeronaut to me. I know you can carry it like a shoulder bag. I know that it has a handle, but this is not just a duffel anymore. The Aeronaut was just a duffel with some backpack straps, right? And then you had 2 compartments. This is different than that. Where do I go first? Honestly, first I compare this to the Synapse. Okay, here's the Bihn Synapse where you have all of this external pocketing out here, right? This is in their Halcyon material, which is the liner inside of this. The Halcyon, you have a choice for ballistic or Halcyon, and I think I'm pronouncing that right. And the Halcyon's a little bit lighter, right? Just as durable, a little bit lighter is what I would say to think about that. Also have a big medium pocket-ish thing down here, smaller than that one, and then massive capacity, okay? This is the Synapse where, you know, all your dreams can come true. This is an older version. This is like an original. This is an OG. This is surprisingly similar to this in terms of capacity and organization. More organization externally here, but not by much when you count up all the pockets and do all the things, okay? So, and this is before they had a laptop pocket on this. This is not the Cynic, which the Cynic they have in a 35 liter, which is probably even more. Anyways, now we're in the weeds. Let me show you some others. All right, the Bellroy Transit and the Able Carry Max. These are 2 great bags in this category. Bellroy Transit, a little bit fancier. This Max, a little more, a tactical kind of, a little bit heavier, a little heavier duty. Okay, both of these large, big main compartments. You can look in the show notes below. I'll link you directly to the videos that I've done on each of these bags. These are both more techy. These are both a little more, I don't know, like this one's a little more tactical, like I said. This one's a little more sleek and bougie, but all of them have roughly the same capacity. And then there's a lot of bags in this space of, like, this is the Topo 3-day global messenger, right? You just got a surprising amount of space on the back of this thing, and then an admin panel and some pockets up here. Obviously this is a little more, maybe I'll call it stylish or bolder. It's a bolder look, you know. This is not how I would deck this thing out. I like it when it's all one color, personally. But I love Topo's stuff. This is a surprising, like, you can get similar to this amount of stuff. It's a little bit tighter. It's a little bit tighter, for sure. But just to let you know, there's a lot of stuff out there. Okay, matterful.co/travel. So how do I feel about this? Personal thoughts on this is just a really solid ruck around bag. I love that it's like, it's actually possible to do your laptop and a tech pouch and some like snacks and a water bottle and your daily carry stuff on daily carry when you get to your destination. It's not so massive that you can't do that. However, most of you, I think, like, if I was traveling for reals with this and I was doing carry-on travel, if I was in Europe, I would be carrying this size. If I was in just doing domestic United States and North and South America, I would probably be 45 liter with a packed-in packable bag. I also have a list of those over at matterful.co/travel. So, just another great option. Another great option. Another great great one for the lists. What's your take below? What am I forgetting? I mean, the reason why I feel pretty comfortable saying that is we've rucked around with it a bit around here. Comfort is not going to be an issue. The organization is self-evident, and the capacity is self-evident. And then these materials, there's nothing new about this. This is all just like old school best practices, Tom Bihn type stuff, right? This is definitely a new experience on this, and it's kind of nice because when you're going someplace, you can just kind of squeeze it and hold it and get whatever grip on it that you want. And that's kind of nice. These backpack straps can unclip and go away. I didn't show you that because I figured you could probably realize how that works, but this whole thing just slides in like that, which makes it, you know, nicer for carrying like this. Anyways, I'm not sure I love this color. I asked for this color. Let me be very frank about that. They're like, what color do you want? I'm like, I want this one. And then now I've got it and I'm like, I don't know. But good on you, Tom Bihn. I like what you're up to. I think this is cool. It has the Design Lab logo instead of your standard Tom Bihn logo. Cool stuff. Pre-order right now. They're just doing a second round of pre-orders, so you can get in on that and be early and possibly have a little bit of a discount on price, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Shout out to Tom Bihn for helping you know, independent creators like me and getting me the chance to hang out with this bag and relay my thoughts to you, show off what it is. How are you? Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. See you guys.